Hi, everyone. We're going to go over the fire signs for October. And there's a lot to say with the fire signs for October. It comes in slow for them, whatever they've been looking for, whatever they've been working on. But when you scry about it, the working on keeps on. It's just a continuance on whatever they've been experiencing, which is something that they didn't really like, but it really is supposed to. So it's like a catalyst, but it really isn't to get things going. Theirs is a little bit more obscured right now, the fire signs, which doesn't really make me happy considering how air, earth, and water are going through. So that makes it a little bit of a surprise. With the harvest moon and then with all the other elements coming through, I hear a lot of elemental all of a sudden. It's elemental for them. It's a little bit of a block for them that they're going to get through that block, the fire signs. It's kind of a slow stay put for them. They can't go to town yet. That's what I'm here. They can't go to town yet. They have to wait. There was some sort of like, I see a water, I see a put out, I see a stay put, I see just like for some people it was a mind their business, mind their business. And I'm actually seeing businesses to mind their business. So with them, it has a bit of an imbalance with them. There's something health-wise elemental. I'm seeing calcium. I'm seeing iron. I'm seeing they need to rethink a few things on holistic healing for themselves. And that is where a get together or a sit down talk with medical professionals and other people who've been through some of their experiences, they're just eh, a little bit down health wise, but it's nothing major. They are still pretty intuitive. They're still really good at gaining, but usually with the fire signs, they're really good at conjuring something up and stirring something up. And with this card in reverse, they're having a hard time with it in October. There is no good start for October for it, but that's okay. They're still good. Like everything is still where it needs to be as far as what they call their wealth. They're highly secure, which is the Four of Pentacles. They will be a little bit impulsive, some of them, depending on where they are in their life. I do see a look around the shoulder at times and a look forward with these signs, and you just can't even go forward on it. You just can't even go forward on it. So, with that being said, is this something with a bad offer towards them in September? It is an energy of a gamble. It's an energy of a inhibition. It's an energy of a type of an addiction that surrounds them that's not meant to be known in October. It's something that puts out their skill to where into November they could be not the best people to give an offer. Meaning this, they don't give the offers, the fire signs. So you have to look. So they're not clear with their words. I see a lot of blocking for them. I don't see locks, but it's something that they didn't plan for. But they still do a good job. They still do good things. So with that, when it's the King of Wands, it's a high end ending. They literally end October very honorable, very honorable. You can't even turn away from this. This is such turbulent deceit. That's why it's so sad. So when that happens, you can't believe how secure everything happens for these individuals. It is so good of the well go around because everything was planted around greed that you can't even label, even with females, misogyny energy. That is where they say, where did that come from? And they literally break down in an anxiety attack. So the Hierophant comes through a little dictatorship, and it really isn't, because on the point of it, and I see them counting the fire signs, they're counting. That is where they're gonna have chaos. So when I'm seeing it with the fire signs in October, and it's all going a little strange, and they're not part of everything going on in the collective, you have to say, where is their struggle at? Because that is pretty well rounded. Well rounded. So with that, you have to say, was this a cutout? Was this bad judgment? Was this illegal justice? And I say, no, it's really not that deep. It's really not that deep. So when you go to the animal tarot and you say, yeah, that's the look on their face that you can't do it any longer, those fire signs are just at rest. It's not time to have a fire yet at all. And just have these people's personalities come out truly. You don't know what they went through. They're not divulging anything. So October, they're really at rest. They're really just rejuvenating. That's where they need to be. This comes in like the oyster. And for me, when I'm sitting here with the oyster, it comes in like something, something to that effect. There's like an aphrodisiac, not in a bad sexual way, being a little bit more open with my words, that actually like flips their switch on. So a true meaning of the aphrodisiac is not a turn on sexually. It is actually meant to flip the switch on like a power switch and brew, which has a feeling of euphoria, but it's not illegal either. There's something missing in this element that you can't get it DONE, that they can't hunt for, they can't look for. There's no scent beyond. And I don't know why I'm saying this at this point. Fire ants came out. Fire ants. This is odd. This is usually not in my type of psychic reading, those type of words. It's usually something simple, very, very simple. I'm looking at the fire ants. I'm seeing almost a group of get together where they sit and have a meeting, these fire signs, and they are at rest. They're getting what they need mentally, emotionally, and physically in a healthy way, to where they're saying my aphrodisiac is actually sitting with a group of my peers, and I get into the on position again, and I get to be at rest and I'm calm, and it makes me feel like that, where I am elevated in a positive way. So the horse in reverse means there's something of a dark night of the soul that comes through. And when the starfish comes, they see it and they say, hold on close, hold on true, because the deer comes through as the buck and the doe for them on that moon to the unveiling to Halloween for them. The tiger in reverse means they cannot do what those things do. They're really the deep dive, that screaming eagle on the 31st. And it's just a quick, to where it's almost a child's play with a beaver. It's almost a little bit of child's play, but it's pretty solid on a block that the fire signs will do in their daily life through and through, because they're not looking out like the lion and the tiger at all. They're looking for a new beginning. They're looking for the rarity to get anything in their life done, even to work life. Now this one is rare. It's this card is called the cosmic egg. And when the fire signs look at the cosmic egg, they're saying it's so rare you can't contain it. So they find something in their life that is rare that comes through that just stops the stampede of daily life coming through for them, to where they're willing to go hunting. Again, the energy of this is the frog. It means you have to stop. Now, the Light Seers Tarot, this has happened before, which would cause a type of break in monotony. I see some job loss. I see some financial setbacks for the fire signs. I see a huge delay for at least like a 5 to a 10. I see security though. I hear they don't really have to worry about money, the fire signs, because literally their new beginning is on Halloween. It's on Halloween, and it's just a short day. It's just a short day. The King of Cups means that day on the 31st, those fire signs are so in tune with everything. You can't even celebrate some areas. You can't even do anything. And it's not to scare anyone. You'll just find out when it happens. Some are going to be a little bit more quiet, some are not. For them, that just that spark on the 31st is going to literally be the completion of that cycle. It's a lot of completion of cycles. They foresaw it at least 1 to 4 years ago for some of them. The Knight of Swords, they're going to come in quickly, with that air energy, it will have a lot of upheaval. The 20th, 21st to the 29th, and I see the 31st on what decision making some of these people do. And it's not what we wished for. Going to the Star Seed Oracle. All right. Again, physical and emotional healing all month long until the end. So they're really just like fine tuning their gifts. They're really just having a good time and resting. They literally are trying to birth something that's been waiting for a while. And it really doesn't matter. I see them outside a lot. I see these are type of people who don't like the heat at times. They really don't. They say yes to change a lot. They're willing to do a lot of changes. There's a lot of new beginnings with them, and they're like, it just burns out quickly. That is true. Fire signs really are quick. They're quick and they change it, and they actually often will hit a type of rock bottom that's rare, but it's not rock bottom also. So they trust timing a lot more than sometimes water working with earth, trying to fight air. They go deeper a lot of times with just a visit with someone and they already know it. So that is where the conflict comes in, especially when the constellation Orion comes in, where, you know, they activate spontaneously. You're not to know when fire signs literally turn on and go full on board. That is their intelligence within them, that they trust and know themselves well. They are also warned, soften to love. I hear in this month, go hard and quick when you have to. Just enjoy life until it's time. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. They are servitude. A lot of the fire signs have a lot of servitude in them. So with that, all you need to know is a lot of times they are grounded in reality on what is true and what is not. That's why they're quick to respond. They have a new type of leadership with them that was gifted to them unbeknownst that they would need it. And I'm seeing family and friends from another or in this lifetime really gifted them. I see it all goes about in a play around in their lives. So when it comes through their work life, their personal life, and then all the way through the collective, it literally means that where are their igniters? Where are these fire signs? They're burnt out, for a lack of a better term. They're burnt out. So they're at rest. That's why it is a little bit of a struggle, a little bit of a struggle. We can't even offer you enough. I see people like, can you please come into work? And they're like, no, that was my wish. That was my wish. I'll come in charging. The Knight of Wands says, I will come in charging when it is time. So we'll go to the Poplar Ruins for this one. They still got a lot of power. They still have a lot of play with Degas. They're still highly gifted. Nothing was stolen or anything like that. They still have everything intact on what they need. That is heritage and estate. I see when they go about, it's still really strong. Still really strong. They were able to literally flip destiny into fate, which was a positive. When they look at this, I see wealth, but I also see they can literally ash their wealth really quick. They'll give up anything, even if it means what they own, because it is in accordance of everything they believe in. And that's where the freeze comes in. That is where they laugh at times in October. Because they're like, I know this game. I know this game. And I will play it very well because it's happened. And you can't even give it out enough on how to play that game because it's a type of trolling towards it that's very strong. And that is where I hear that's all you need to know about the fire signs in October coming. It has a strength of a strong of a ray at the end of the month. They will rise up very strong, unbeknownst when it is time, but just leave them and rest. And fire signs, just rest. It's okay. It really is. It's okay to say words that sound really bad, but actually have a different meaning. So you don't have to be so observant with your speech, fire signs. You don't have to be a button lips to a clenched jaw. So other than that, have a good day and I will talk to you soon.